her. Keke Palmer is seeking a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson, alleging that he committed physical and emotional abuse against her, and she claims that she has security footage to prove it. This has all come out in court documents filed in Los Angeles. She alleges that he threatened her, stole her phone, threw her onto the couch, and hit her, with reports that he was also violent towards her in front of their son. It's worth mentioning here that Keke has also filed for full custody of their child Leodis. But in response to the filing, Darius posted a tweet saying, "Love you, son. See you soon."
This is Dee. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Well, guys, I'm back, and I am here with my 2 cents on the whole Keke Palmer DV situation, but particularly as it relates to Ms. Lori Harvey. Because the news of Keke's domestic battles, so to speak, came on the heels of the announcement that Lori had broken up with her former boyfriend. And I found it so interesting and unfortunate and typical of Black women, the disparity in the reactions. You know, in our community, what bothers me and what is sort of the genesis for this video ultimately is that good is bad and bad is good. Another one bit the dust for Lori Harvey, and the internet went in on her. She's for the streets. She can't keep a man, blah, blah, blah. But what I find curious and what is so bothersome to me is how a woman like Lori Harvey, who clearly knows her value, has standards, boundaries, and expectations, and who knows how to walk away. A skill. It's a skill that so many women, Black, white, Hispanic, so many women do not learn. But particularly Black women who, you know, they say, I get it from my mama, don't get it from their mamas. They see women stay in abusive relationships with men who do not protect, provide, sit on their couch playing video games and smoking weed. It is unfortunate what happened to Keke Palmer, but I'm not going to lie, I do not particularly feel bad for her. This is a woman who told us that it's okay to date down and marry down, and although he didn't marry her, and how, you know, don't worry about a man's money and how happy she was. But anyone with 15 cents worth of brains knew this was coming, or at least suspected it after the Usher incident. The way he reacted after the Usher incident was a major red flag. The jealousy and how he got on social media, shaming her for simply having a good time. Black men at that time were dogging Keke, saying that she was for the streets and she didn't know how to act, and she's got a traditional man, so she ought to put some clothes on and act like a woman with a baby and have some class and some modesty about her, simply because this, well, jealous, insecure, abusive man had a temper tantrum online. Lori Harvey is, you know, let's be honest, a Black male worshiper. Shout out to Cynthia G herself. I've never seen it with Lori Harvey with anything other than a Black man. And to be honest, it would not surprise me whatsoever if someone had put hands on her. The difference between her and Keke Palmer is that she's not going to tolerate it. And this is what Black women sadly cannot relate to. They can relate to a Keke Palmer who stayed with a man who put hands on her. The first incident, the first video was from February of 2022. Her baby is only 8 months old. So that means at that time, She was not pregnant by that man. Keke Palmer was not pregnant. She didn't get pregnant until 3 months after that first incident, as far as we saw on the video. She was not pregnant. She stayed with this man and got pregnant by him, and now is a single mother with permanent ties to this man. You talk about black female femicide. This is how it all begins. Women choosing to bring children into this world by cycles like this, giving them access. They will always have access, full custody or not. He will always have an excuse to see her through their child. He will always have an excuse to be in her life. Whereas Lori Harvey is smart enough to walk away clean. Lori Harvey is not one of Future's baby mamas, and I think a lot of women would be able to identify with her better if she was. Lori Harvey is what women, 26-year-old women, should be doing. She's dating. She's learning what she likes, what she doesn't like. Lori Harvey has boyfriends. She is not a bust down. The hilarious part is that these women and these comments who try to somehow act like they're better than her are the ones out there with several baby daddies doing God knows what with God knows who, sucking you know what left and right. They've got 10 times more bodies than Lori Harvey, but somehow they want to feel superior to her, these pig bishas, and are in Keke Palmer's situation, most likely. You know, misery loves company. And initially when this story broke, black men were like, oh, she's doing this on purpose. She just wanted a baby by this man. And now that she's had it, she's not going to let him see his son and all of this crap. When in actuality, he was, well, doing what a lot of black women experience in relationships. And a lot of black women tolerate in relationships. These idiots want to throw up like Serena Williams as someone who has married down when that could not be any further from the truth. Because Serena's husband is worth, what, 200 million? She's worth 250 million. Like, it's crazy. This man has just as much to lose as she does. In Keke Palmer's situation, she is the breadwinner. She has the wealth. She has the fame. She has the position within society. And because she has so much, he uses physical intimidation, verbal abuse, and social media to keep her in check. Keke Palmer has resources. Keke Palmer knows better, but she didn't do better. This woman is not a role model to black women. Lori Harvey is an example of a woman who knows her worth, an example of a woman who has her own, who takes care of herself. Lori Harvey does not give a hoot about what you say about her and her love life, because it is hers, and she is clearly making the right decisions. Lori Harvey knows how to walk away. High value women, and I don't mean financially high value, I mean in terms of self-esteem and self-respect. High value women with high self-esteem know how to walk away. They do not ignore red flags. Lori Harvey is an unapologetic, hypergamous woman who loves herself. And I have tremendous respect for her and her mother, because unlike Keke Palmer, she got it from her mama. Keke Palmer's mother, on the other hand, and this really annoyed me, was on social media talking about how his brother...
Look, I'm never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself. For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posted when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy. We know he's the biggest in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a boy and you're a part of the problem.
Like, why are you blaming it on this man's brother? Keke is the fool who stayed with him. She knew what he was. The thing that bothers me most is that the people, women like Keke Palmer's, always bring children into this world. That is what makes me angry, is that her child will now have to deal with this hot mess for the rest of his life because of her poor decision making. This is yet another child who will now be raised by a single mother. If you're not good enough to marry, he's not good enough to procreate with. When are y'all going to get that through your heads? I don't care how much money you have. There's no way that this should be a conscious decision on any woman's part. I recently made a video about Naomi Osaka becoming a single parent just 3 months after having her baby. Now, in this case, thank God she didn't marry him, but she's got a baby by him, so she's stuck. Anyway, she has ties that bind her to this man. And thank goodness she was able to get out alive based upon the little bit that we did see, because she was definitely in danger. This man is dangerous. And the fact that this is who she chose means Miss Keke really needs to get into some therapy. Only a woman who does not love herself, does not respect herself, puts up with this. And while I'm not a person who believes in looking up to celebrities, because they are people just like us, you are much better off as a hypergamous woman. Takes care of herself, mind, body, and soul, and does not allow a man to drag her down. Lori Harvey is a high-value black woman who knows how to walk away from a bad situation. And when she walks away, she doesn't take a baby with her. You need to stop holding up the Keke Palmers as the example of a black woman. Oh, we can relate to her. We get her. We identify with her. She's one of us. That is why so many black women are sent to glory. Not because they got with an abuser, but because they stayed with one. I hope Keke gets the help she desperately needs, and I hope this dude goes to jail. Why isn't he in jail? This is what I don't understand. So next time you're in the comments or you're reading the comments that Lori Harvey is for the streets, you need to think twice. Because we don't know why her relationships have ended. And it's possible that someone has put hands on her. But if they did, trust and believe they only did it once. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please a thumbs it up. Please comment below, because I really want to know what you guys think of the situation. I want to know what you think of the Keke Palmers versus like a Lori Harvey and the choices that they make. Please subscribe to this channel. And until next time, bye.
Trust your intuition. Spouse pinches you, leave them.